Push yourself to the limit while having fun working out using mixed reality boxing, dancing, running, skiing, futuristic racquetball, ropes, archery, swordplay, gunplay, and even killing demons, with trainers pushing you hard or on your own. You can use all of these exercises and techniques plus many more right now on MetaQuest 3, Quest 3S, or Quest Pro. Welcome to GameList Plus. I'm Josh, and today I'm going over 10 must-try MetaQuest 3 workout experiences. I've been sweating it out and testing a ton of workout games and experiences over the last few months to bring you this list. The types of workouts that will work the best for you personally are not necessarily what are going to work for each and every person. One of the most simple realities of working out is that it's repetitive. I think a lot of people just don't want to work out because they get bored, not just because it's hard. I've made this list in order of workout experiences that made me want to keep coming back for more while keeping my heart rate up. Thankfully, there is so much out there to jump into, and these are the best of the best in my opinion. These are my honest opinions about these games and experiences, and if you decide to buy any of these, click the link in the description below to support GameList Plus directly. Now, I must say as a disclaimer, I am not a personal trainer, I'm not a doctor, so I definitely recommend that you talk to your doctor or medical professional before you dive into any serious exercise plan. Make sure you read all the warnings for each and every one of these apps because each of them have their own dangers between hitting your arms on the walls or whatever other dangers that can be associated with exercise. So please don't blame me if you get yourself hurt. This is all very physical stuff, and I trust you to use your best judgment. That being said, let's get started. At number 10, Until You Fall. Until You Fall is an action roguelite game that pits you against wave after wave of demons that you kill by slashing and attacking with your handheld weapons. As you improve, your heart rate will get higher and higher to a consistent rate, and sweat begins to pour. Not only is this a great workout game, but it is simply a ton of fun. As you progress from area to area, you can grab power-ups to plan ahead for your next big enemy or boss encounter. This game quite easily had to be on the list because it truly gives you a solid elevated heart rate and is genuinely addictive. I found myself so exhausted at the end of the day when I first played this. It was an incredibly large calorie burn that I racked up from my initial playtime because I just really was getting into it for the first time. This game also works brilliantly as a sort of reward game for the more intensive, focused workouts that I'll talk more about later in the list. There's no perfect or exact workout that works for everyone, but Until You Fall is a great addition to my workout routine. Next, at number 9, xFIT World of Dance. xFIT World of Dance is a great way to get a cardio workout with a bit of variety. Working out is repetitive, which can get boring, and it is a huge reason that a lot of people give up on it. Not because they don't like the challenge, but because they just don't have enough brain stimulation to keep them interested in the repetitive nature of what they're doing. In xFIT World of Dance, you definitely have repetition, but the variety of dance moves that go beyond simply punching and ducking give you a certain amount of brain stimulation and a challenge that is very much different than a lot of the other apps that are out there. The other fantastic factor of this is that you don't need a subscription. You pay once and you have access to all the content. You can even switch to mixed reality mode to do your workout with a motivational trainer in the surroundings of your actual living room. If you enjoyed this video, this is the perfect time for you to hit that like button. It really does help my channel a lot, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you can see all my upcoming videos. Next up at number 8, PunchFit. PunchFit is an inexpensive and fun way to get a serious boxing workout in mixed reality. Not only is the line between reality and the digital world blurred here, it's a bit of a blur between a hardcore workout app and a game, leaning much more on the workout side for sure. But it is undeniably a fun way to break a sweat in VR and also work out those arms. There are daily and weekly quests, a token system with sweat points that you can earn to buy new gloves, and a nice array of difficulty levels and workout lengths to choose from. This is another great example of a good workout app that is a great supplement to the serious, heavy workouts that you can achieve in VR. It's a great game to jump into after an intense workout to try to one-up your score and improve your standing on the leaderboards. Next up at number 7, Exercise Your Demons. Exercise Your Demons is a fun and colorful workout game that focuses on boxing moves. If you like the more video gamey feel when you work out, this is a great way to go, although it may be a bit too cartoony for a lot of adults to stomach. The game keeps track of your progress and keeps the challenges coming as you face a variety of demons that you have to beat with your punches and also avoid with dodges and squats. Along with boxing and dodging, you get some powered up help from your kooky character trainers in the form of power moves that destroy lots of demons at once. If you don't mind some silly styling and some lighthearted demon slaying, this could be a really great starter VR workout game for you that definitely gets your heart rate pumping and can be a continuously challenging game for you or the kiddos. Next at number 6, Pistol Whip. Pistol Whip had to land on this list because it is just simply a blast to play, and once you get good at it, it will leave you sweating buckets. Although it is not a traditional or specifically targeted workout game, it consists of a fantastic rail shooter arcade mode and awesome storyline campaigns that all have different themes and electronic music tracks that really make it stand apart from most of the experiences on this list. Even though it isn't advertised as a workout game, it is easily one of the best ways to play a game and seriously burn calories as you try to pass to the next section of the game. This is truly one of the best games to play in VR, period, beyond just getting great exercise. Pistol Whip was on one of my very first lists of the best games to play all around on Quest 3 and is still one of the best to this day. At number 5, Fun Fitland. When you want to get fully serious about fitness in VR, one of the best ways to do it is to commit to a serious workout system that has great trainers, pretty and varied locations, excellent music, and a rotating and ever-evolving system that is part of a subscription service. Fun Fitland is my choice for this category of workout apps. It has all those elements that help you stay motivated and works you to your limits with a range of workout difficulties and great variety. I say category because these types of workout apps are really a whole chunk of all the workouts you'll find in VR. They're all boxing and aerobic workouts that come down to the same fundamentals. You'll want to pick your favorite combination of trainers, music, interface, and of course, price. It really does come down to those specific elements for each of these types of subscription service fitness apps. The most commonly known subscription fitness app is Supernatural, which is also great, but last I checked it came out at a higher price tag than Fun Fitland. There's also Light Sport, which allows you to incorporate actual dumbbells into your workout, but is essentially the same thing as a lot of the others like Fit XR and many others. Flat out, if you are only planning to work out at home, picking one of these and committing your time and money on a monthly basis can really help you stay motivated. Fun Fitland is what I recommend, but you may just find music you like more, or trainers and an interface you like more in one of the other apps. They all have trials to jump into, so if you really want to get serious about working out in VR, I say test some of these out, pick one, and get started. At number 4, Mills BODYCOMBAT. If you don't want the commitment and monthly payment of a subscription-based workout app, but still want trainers to be pushing you as you punch and squat your way to fitness, then look no further than Mills BODYCOMBAT. This is exactly like the plethora of other subscription-based fitness apps, but with a more simplified but still incredibly effective system. But it's pay to play rather than month to month. I really like the trainers in this app and the fact that there is not a monthly subscription. Granted, you won't get the licensed big name music like you'll get from some of the other subscription apps, but you're guaranteed to get just as intense of a workout if you commit to those high scores. For days when I don't go to an actual gym, Les Mills and Fun Fitland fill that gap for me, and then I just jump back into games like Until You Fall after the intense cardio of Les Mills, or I'll jump into one of the flat out coolest VR experiences out there, landing at number 3, Racket NX. Racket NX is a truly unique racquetball game in VR that gives you a great workout and makes you feel like you're digitally inserted into the world of Tron, if you remember that movie. There are other racket games in VR, but this one just feels the best. The controls feel intuitive and it's just a ton of fun. There's just something that feels so natural and cool about smacking that ball into the goal areas and building higher and higher scores. Beyond just being a great heart rate pumping experience, this is one of the coolest ways to show off how incredibly fun VR can be. Just make sure you have some room around you when you get into it. I smacked my hand so hard on the wall at one point that I thought I maybe had broken my finger, but thankfully I did not. Racket NX landed this high on the list because I think VR workouts should be fun, and this is seriously a blast. At number 2, Shardfall. If you want a nice departure from the standard fare boxing game and you want to step into a much more fantastical world, Shardfall is an excellent diversion from all the other boxing variations out there. In Shardfall, you go head-to-head with various monsters of different types, squatting, punching, ducking, blocking, and then also running from location to location to complete each and every level. As you progress, you'll get different power-ups and gain rewards that you can open up, such as fabricated parts to replace current armor, some of which are very common, all the way up to epic rare items that give you much bigger power-ups. This is an excellent all-around workout that can really get your heart pumping. Once you've completed the tutorial, you unlock quick play that allows you to choose between combat only, traversal only, or combined sessions with 5, 10, or 15-minute durations. And you can unlock new quick play difficulties as you progress through the game. This is one of the first games that truly was built for fitness in VR that isn't simply trainers yelling at you, which I really do appreciate. It's a lot of fun using different combinations against different enemies and seeing the score that you achieve after each level. It's such a nice departure from so many of the different types of VR workouts. Jogging in place felt really strange at first, but once you get used to it and you start steering around, it really is a lot of fun. And you're collecting little orbs. It really is such a nice, different way to work out in VR. And finally, landing at number 1, Fitness Fables. Fitness Fables is an awesome, fully fledged workout game that gives you a vast array of cardiovascular and even full body workouts set in a very colorful, well-rendered 3D cartoony world that's a bit repetitive, but it's honestly a ton of fun. As you progress through each of the levels, you'll see color variations on the birds that try to steal your power orbs from each area, and you'll work your way through a variety of landscapes including tropical, ice, underwater, desert, and even the dreaded lava levels. This game really has the same kind of reminiscent feel of classic platformer games from back in the day, and even though it's supposed to be more of a magic fantasy type game, it really feels more like you are Crash Bandicoot. Punching, rowing, tennis ball hitting, and rope swinging, along with many other forms of exercise. The thing that I really think is the best overall aspect of this game is the variety of workout actions it offers. Although I have to be honest, not all of them are equally as fun as the others. Being as tall as I am, doing the squat exercise is absolutely brutal. Even though there is some major repetition with the levels, the boss fights in and of themselves are a great workout that offer a great visual variety, and you can pick the different types of exercises you do in combination to beat each one of the bosses as you go phase by phase. It's an entire workout all by itself, and you can just go straight to those bosses once they've been unlocked. Oddly enough, the same minion birds come after you on each and every boss level, which I hope that they update to just give us a little bit more variety, maybe some other creatures in the future. All around though, this game had to land at the #1 spot on this list because it truly is easy to forget about the workout itself and just feel the determination to collect all the orbs, much like you would want to collect all the coins in a Mario game on each and every level, going through each of the different challenges. It's also really fun not knowing what your next challenge is going to be as you progress through each level, whether it's climbing, rope swinging, archery, or whatever else it might be. It just gets thrown at you one after another. All around, as a standalone workout VR game, Fitness Fables is phenomenal. That's it for the top 10, but here are a few additional games that have great ways to get that heart rate up. There's the rather obvious Beat Saber, which I'm sure you've all at least tried, which has tons of licensed hit music add-ons. Batman Arkham Shadow, where you actually can go into challenge mode and just battle for high scores, which is definitely a great workout. Underdogs, which is an incredible mech fighting game from the creators of Racket NX. Blast On, a completely free laser one-on-one battle game where you shoot at your enemy with various weapons and dodge incoming fire, giving yourself an incredible leg workout. Synth Riders, which is a great alternative to Beat Saber with a fun mixed reality mode. And finally, Masters of Light, where you use your hands to blast away wave after wave of enemies in space. There is an ever-growing list of games that aren't specifically for working out that are still good for breaking a sweat that I'm sure I'll be highlighting a lot more of in the near future. So there you have it, 10 must-try MetaQuest 3 workout experiences plus some bonuses. Obviously, if you've made it this far into the video, you know that you want to work out. But here are also some additional motivators to remind you of. Working out gives you a dopamine release, which is a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure, motivation, and reward. It boosts your endorphins, which are natural painkillers produced by the body that give you a feeling of well-being and reduced stress. Working out even helps your brain. It stimulates the growth of brain cells and strengthens existing neural connections. It can enhance your mood, improve your cognitive function, and your well-being all around. Not to mention, it reduces stress, raises self-esteem, and for some people gives a sense of self-control over your own body and life, which is obviously a great thing. So that is it for today's video, but what do you think about these exercise apps? Is there anything that you feel like I completely missed? What's your favorite way to work out outside of VR, and which one is your favorite way to work out inside VR? If you just put your tips out there, it might help someone else when they read the comments. And I do my best to respond to all the comments that people post, so comment down below. While you're here, why don't you check out these 10 must-watch MetaQuest 3 stories. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Go try something new. I'll see you next time on GameList Plus.
Thank you for restoring my sanity.